Psalm 107, verses 1 to 9. Oh, give thanks unto Jehovah, for he is good, for his loving kindness endureth forever. Let the redeemed of Jehovah say so, whom he hath redeemed from the hand of adversary, and gathered out of the land, from the east and from the west, from the north and from the south. They wandered in the wilderness in a desert way. They found no city of habitation. Hungry and thirsty, their souls fainted in them. Then they cried unto Jehovah in their trouble, and he delivered them out of their distresses. He led them also by a straight way, that they might go to a city of habitation, or that men would praise Jehovah for his loving kindness, and for his wonderful works to the children of men. For he satisfieth the longing soul, and the hungry soul he filleth with good.
Isaiah 58, verse 10. And if thou draw out thy soul to the hungry, and satisfy the afflicted soul, then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness be as the noonday. And the Lord shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat thy bones. And thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water, whose waters fail not. And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places. Thou shalt raise up the foundations of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of paths to dwell in. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord, honourable, and shalt honour him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thine own words. Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken.
Good afternoon, church. Who's enjoying today's service so far?
Yes.
Yeah? Brilliant. I'm going to be reading from Luke 10:24. If you turn with me. When you're there, just give me a yay.
Yay.
Okay, so just pastors there. Who else is there? Thank you. Okay. 24. I tell you, many prophets and kings long to see what you see, but they didn't see it. And they long to hear what you hear, but they didn't hear it. One day, an expert in religion law stood up to test Jesus by asking him a question. Teacher, what do I inherit? What should I do to inherit eternal life? Jesus replied, what does the law of Moses say? How do you read it? The man answered, you must love the Lord God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your strength, and all your mind, and love your neighbour as yourself. Right, Jesus told him. Do this and you will live. The man wanted to justify his actions, so he asked Jesus, and who's my neighbour? Jesus replied with a story. A Jewish man was travelling from Jerusalem down to Jericho, and he was attacked by bandits, and they stripped him of his clothes, beat him up, and left him behind dead beside the road. By chance, a priest came along, but when he saw the man lying there, he crossed to the other side of the road and passed him by. A temple assistant walked over and looked at him laying there, but he also passed him by. Then a despised Samaritan came along, and when he saw the man, he felt compassion for him. Going over to him, the Samaritan soothed his wounds and oiled him and olive oil and wine and bandaged him up. Then he put up the man on his own donkey and took him to the inn, where he took care of him. The next day he handed the innkeeper 2 silver coins, telling him, take care of this man. If his bill runs higher than this, I'll pay the next time I'm here. Now, which of these 3 men would you say a neighbour to the man who was attacked by the bandits? Jesus asked. The man replied, the one who showed his mercy. Then Jesus said, yes, now go forth and do the same. May the Lord bless his reading. Amen.